What's up, everybody? James Duggan here. Joining me is CJ Gibson.
What's up?
Guess what we're going to talk about? It's Destiny 2.
Yeah, that's correct.
More specifically, it's the Gambit mode from the Forsaken expansion, which is launching
September 4th.
So for those who don't know, Gambit is this very interesting PvPvE mode where there's essentially two mirrored arenas that you can think about kind of like a Horde mode, and teams are trying to kill these enemies, take the currency that they get, which is motes, bank them, spawn enemies for the other team, and then also invade. The one who kills the primeval first wins. That's a very basic rundown. We'll get into a lot more details in this video. CJ, what did you think?
I loved it. I mean, the weird thing is you feel like it's a little bit of the best parts of Destiny all in one. It's not Crucible, it's not PvE, it's not a raid. They're calling it Gambit. It's its own playlist section. So you have Vanguards, Crucible, and Gambit to choose from, and I love it. It's one of those things where I went into it a little skeptical, going, okay, as a PvP guy, I want to kill people. But you get that opportunity with invasions, and talk a little bit about that, because you actually invaded somebody really good one time in the game.
Yes, yeah, so if you watch Fireteam Chat, you'll know me as the Salt King. Everything that comes to Destiny 2, I hate. So when it comes to Gambit, I have to naturally, I love it. It is
really
amazing.
good, man.
It's my favorite thing in Destiny.
It's not just me. Now you know it's for real good.
It's my favorite thing aside from raids.
Yeah.
This was remarkably fun.
Yeah.
And it was so original too. I haven't played anything like this. So let's talk about invasions. What invasions are, when you turn in 10 motes, you spawn what's called a blocker, which disables the enemy from being able to bank their motes.
Yep.
You can carry up to 15 motes on you, and if you die, you lose them. So when you spawn 25 and 50, you open up a portal, and either your best player or your player who has his super up or her super up, or the player who has the most heavy ammunition, goes in with a 3 times overshield, and for 30 seconds they just get to try and decimate the enemy team.
Yes.
Getting a quad kill completely sets them back. All the things that annoy me about conventional Destiny 2 PvP, team shots, a strict meta, relying on certain exotics and classes do not apply here. This is a very free-form, fun, and may I add, extremely original mode. I'm blown away by Bungie's innovation here.
And so that was the thing. We've actually often talked about that with Destiny 2. They needed to innovate, and they really didn't. There was a lot of things that changed with Destiny 2, but those were things that some people liked and some people didn't, so it was very divisive. With this game mode, I really do think a lot of people are going to come in maybe not expecting much of it, and it's hard to explain. I think that's what they're up against. It's not a PvP mode, it's not a PvE mode, it is a hybrid of both, and it does work really well. So it's going to live in its own playlist. There's going to be Vanguard strikes, Crucible strikes, and a mode called Gambit, and you'll actually launch into it and the director under the Gambit category.
We also got to experience the new supers, or rather, we were only able to play as the Titan, so we got the new Titan super, which I quite enjoyed. It kind of turns you into this arc missile.
It was interesting.
You had a very funny experience with it.
Go ahead. As I was sitting there trying to even mantle over the ledge, I expected it to be like Fist of Havoc in a way from Destiny 1, and as I did it, I started flying forward, and then I was kind of curving around. I was like, what's happening?
This may be the best world traversal super. We also got to experience another really cool change that a lot of people are looking forward to, which is the ability to put pretty much any weapon you want, with the exception of like rockets and grenade launchers, in any slot you want, which is something returning from D1. So tell me what you thought of that.
Yeah, so that's still a little bit in development. I actually asked them a question about that. How does the ammo work? Because when we analyzed their gameplay, we're like, okay, wait a minute. If I have a primary shotgun, if I pick up the special brick, which is green, where does the ammo go? And same thing. So they're still tweaking that in the final build. But it was really cool just to be able to have like 2 snipers, which I did, or a bow, which is a new exotic that we played.
Ooh, very fun.
Really good. So there's a bunch of things that feel good, they play good, and yeah, I think Destiny players, especially fans of Destiny 1, will be able to come back and play the way they want to play, which felt very restrictive in Destiny 2.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
You loved it. I cannot wait to see
it. It's really good.
In Destiny 2's new expansion, Forsaken, which is launching on September 4th.
That's right.
I got it right this time. Look at that. For all things Destiny 2, you can keep it right here on IGN.